Instinctive versus gap, the archery debate of all time. Today we'll cover how to shoot gap and how to shoot instinctively and which one is better. What are the pros and cons of each and what style should you be shooting? First, let's set our gap really quickly. I like to start at 10 yards. Put the point of your arrow on the middle of your target and take 3 shots.
If your arrows are all over the place and not consistent, shoot again until it's a tighter group.
So I was aiming here from this group right here. I know at 10 yards, I'm 8 inches high, which means at 10 yards, I need to shoot 8 inches low. We have now moved back to 20 yards. Do the exact same thing. Put the point of your arrow on the target you want to hit. So it looks like in my scenario, I had 1 high, 1 low, 1 in the middle. That's basically my point on. The idea is that you keep working this out so you know every single distance where you need to aim.
The length of your arrow, the speed of your arrow, and your anchor point can change your point on distance. I recommend creating a chart with 5-yard increments so that you know where to aim. And then eventually when practicing a lot, you'll memorize this. With gap, if you're missing left or right, it's generally a form issue. You're probably plucking the bowstring when you release, or your eye's not directly behind the arrow.
Your arrow is basically just acting as a 1-pin sight on a compound bow, except it can't be moved.
Now, this is how I shoot instinctively.
With instinctive shooting, I like to start at 10 yards as well. I'll take 3 shots and then just let my mind do the adjustment. The main idea is to stare really intensely at the spot you want to hit.
Instinctive shooting is all about focus, confidence, and practice.
Once I get 3 shots in about a 3-inch group, I'll scoot back 2 yards and just keep practicing in 2-yard increments as far back as I want to go. One of the big objections to instinctive is when you miss, how do you know how to adjust? And I guess my response to that would be if you miss low, shoot higher.
Not a very good argument, huh? Well, that's what I would do in golf or basketball or any other sport. I would just adjust. Some people on YouTube try to explain how this works in the mind. For me, all I can do is tell you how I feel when I shoot, and it tends to work out for me. But I also think this is why instinctive's not for everybody.
I shot exclusively instinctive for my first 5 years in archery. Then I switched over to a gap string walking method. And then the last 5,000 shots I've taken, I've shot instinctive. The goal of an archery target is to stop your arrow from hitting things it should not. Much like targets, Aura protects your digital life. Thank you, Aura, for sponsoring today's video. You will find Aura interesting because they save you both time and money. Let me explain. For example, do you consistently receive spam phone calls to the point where you don't want to answer anymore? I mean, it just goes on forever, these unknown numbers. It's super annoying, a waste of time, and an interruption of my flow. Now don't be that guy. Here's what's happening. Data brokers are making money off of you. Seriously. They are selling your information to robocallers and scammers. And what Aura does is they go to the data broker and say, hey, no more. You can't sell this guy's information. And legally, the data broker has to comply and erase your information. This means no more spam calls, emails, mail. And the wild thing is that's only one thing Aura does. Here are some of my favorite things. Parental controls. That's big time. A VPN, password management, and identity theft insurance. And that's just a few. That's literally like 4 separate subscriptions put into one at a very affordable price. I told you they'd save you time and money. There's a link down below in the description with a 2-week free trial for you guys. I highly recommend you check out Aura. I recently reviewed 12 different archery targets and I took 500 shots into each one of them. I started shooting gap, but it was very slow to get arrows out of my bow. So I quickly switched to instinctive so that I could just pull back and shoot quicker. The goal of the target reviews was to put a bunch of arrows through the targets to see which one held up better. As you would expect, my arrows were everywhere in the beginning, but it didn't take long until I started getting very tight groups. With instinctive, the quantity of arrows matters a whole lot more than gap. To be decent with gap, I need 100 or 200 shots a week. To be decent with instinctive, I might need 400, 500, or 600 a week. This is because instinctively it's by feel, and you're building upon the last shot you took. So if you miss a little low, your subconscious kind of takes that into account and will kind of adjust for a little higher shot. The more information your brain has on what's a hit and what's a miss helps out extremely with instinctive. But I find with gap, If you just know your distances, let's say you need to shoot 1 foot low for 20 yards, then whether I go out this week, next week, or a few weeks later, I'm gonna shoot 1 foot low at 20 yards, and I'm gonna be a lot closer to my aiming point a lot quicker than I am with instinctive. We could get caught up in the nuances of instinctive shooting, but I basically define it as not consciously using the arrow to aim. I'm just gonna look at the spot I want to hit and release when it feels right. With gap, I'm using the tip of my arrow on the target to aim. It appears to me when shooting instinctive, you can shoot quicker and get away with bad form more, whereas with gap, it's hard to correct for bad form. For example, instinctively, I tend to start plucking the string a little bit more, making my arrow miss to the left side. If I do that with gap, now I need to aim low and to the right, hit the bullseye for a bad shot, but good form, I need to aim directly under it. Where instinctively, I feel like my brain just compensates. I just look at the target and I shoot, and then it's like, okay, slightly low. Let's try that again, aim at the target and shoot, and hey, perfect.
So it's easier to have consistent bad form instinctively than with gap. Is this good or not? I don't know.
In my experience, shooting instinctively tends to be much better for moving shots. So if you're shooting moving targets, instinctive is the way to go. But for stationary shots where nothing's moving and you have plenty of time to shoot, it seems like gap tends to be more accurate in the long run. One of the difficulties to shooting with gap is that it takes a little bit longer to aim. You've kind of got to settle in, aim, hover, relax, release. With instinctive, you pull back and release as soon as you feel like it. One method is not better than the other. It depends on the archer's goals. And depending on the goal, one method could be better than the other. If the argument's which one will be more accurate, for most people, gap will be more accurate in the long run, but that's not true for everybody. Our brains all work in a little bit different ways. And for some people, I truly believe that if they spent a year on gap and a year on instinctive, instinctive would be better for that individual person than gap. Plus, they may enjoy instinctive much more, so why not do what you enjoy? It's easy to say one method's better than the other when that's not necessarily the case, because one goal's not the same as the other. It's like saying NASCAR's better than F1. Both cars drive, one's faster than the other, but what do you mean by better? Both racing types have different goals. Archery is very similar. There's so many different awesome segments of archery. Our goals are so different. So if we use a blanket statement and say instinctive is better or gap's better, it really does nobody good. Instinctive versus gap's not a war to be had, but it can be a fun joke to be told. I personally am non-committal when it comes to archery shooting methods. I like to shoot aerial targets, rolling targets, trick shots, and then I also like to get really serious occasionally and try to get as precise as possible. When I'm doing more active shooting, snap shooting, I'm always instinctive, but I can switch just like that back to gap when I'm really trying to dial it in. Switching back and forth is probably not the best way to be the best, but for me at this time, it's the best way for me to enjoy archery. I recommend you clarify the reason why you shoot archery and then shoot the method that helps you achieve your goal the most, regardless of other people's opinions. Archery is supposed to be relaxing and enjoyable and fun. And if there's a method of archery that you can shoot that helps you enjoy it more, go for it.